Cheryl asks, why am I waking up between 1 and 3 a.m.? When I can't fall back to sleep right away, she says, I start having conversations with myself about all the things I forgot to do and need to remember to do tomorrow. I know I should be sleeping. How do I stop this and get my sleep back under control? If you can relate, you might have tried keeping a journal by your bed so you can jot those thoughts down and get them out of your head. You might have even tried meditating too. But whatever you do, you're still waking up, and you might even lay there for what feels like hours. You're frustrated and maybe even a bit pissed off because you want to be sleeping. You know this is going to cascade into tomorrow and wreck your whole day. The next day, you might Google some tips for better sleep, but you just find the same old advice, like shutting off your screens before bed. Before you know it, you might be reading about all the health impacts of poor sleep. You even get more anxious about developing Alzheimer's disease or having a heart attack. You need to figure out why this is happening and find the remedy that's actually going to work. Back when I was managing software design teams, I was on year 20 of feeling progressively worse, stress, anxiety, and sleep-wise. I tried everything, and I was desperate to feel well-rested and centered. It wasn't until I left this career and trained in health, wellness, sleep, yoga, and meditation that I was able to find my solution. That's because I finally understood that most of what's out there about sleep is, well, basic. Meaning, sure, if you don't have good sleep hygiene, then it's a great place to start. But I was a more complex case. As I earned my certifications, I learned there are many other factors that can contribute to poor sleep, stress, and anxiety. They're tangled together, but rarely described as tips or remedies. This makes it difficult for people like us who might be tired and struggling to solve our own 1,000-piece sleep puzzle. What I discovered in my studies is that several lesser-known factors contribute to poor sleep. And put together, they are responsible for you waking up between 1 and 3 a.m. and working so hard to fix your sleep without reaching your goal. So here's my first tip. Stop allowing yourself to be distracted by all the whys. Why questions like, why am I waking up at 3 a.m.? And why can't I shut off my brain and get back to sleep? Why? Because these questions, especially when asked in the moment, stimulate your brain, waking you more, and they might create anxiety. This not only doesn't help you get back to sleep soundly, it can also create a pattern where this happens over many future nights. And I know that's not what you want. So if you ask me, what should I do instead? Then you're on the right track already. And that's because my answer is that you can choose to get curious about the what's. There are lots of what's to consider, but here's one of the most important. What am I doing during my day that's contributing to an overstimulated or hyper-aroused state? In other words, how much energy am I insisting my mind and body consume and have to process on a daily basis? As a nationally board certified health and wellness coach and a therapeutically trained yoga teacher, I can tell you that from both Western evidence-based studies and 1,000-year-old yogic perspectives, hyperarousal from daytime lifestyle behaviors is a root cause of many people's ongoing sleep struggles. And this occurs on the level of your nervous system. So revising your goal from sleeping better to reducing stimulation will help you make different choices, which can cascade into getting more uninterrupted and restful sleep. I hope you enjoy considering this. In my next message, I'll share a very specific daytime behavior you might need to modify to reduce nervous system hyperarousal. If you're a self-described fixer, helper, or problem solver, watch for it. This strength that's helped you in so many places in your life might just be sabotaging your sleep.